Hey YouTube, thank you for tuning in to KeKe Life of Tea. And today I'm going to be discussing with you all easy 2-year-old at home activities, curriculum, whatever you want to call it, that you could do with your toddler at home to keep them busy while you're in quarantine, or even if you need some ideas if you're homeschooling your child and you're tired of doing the same thing. Maybe these activities are new to you and maybe you can try them as well just to change things up. So let's just get started. So my daughter has been home about the same amount of time I have. I think we've been home about a month now in quarantine. And I'm actually working from home and I'm trying to make sure my daughter keeps the information and education that she learned in daycare. She has learned a lot, and it's very important to me that she keeps that information in her head and don't forget it. Because of course, as you know, if you don't keep using this information, you will lose it. My daughter, she will be 3 in June, and she count in Spanish. She can say all her ABCs, the letters in the alphabet. She can count to 10 in English. And we've been working on it at home as well as some other things. And her school actually sent us about a week ago some activities that we can do at home with our children as well. I guess some parents were inquiring about it, so they sent it to us in email. And some of the stuff I already was doing, and some stuff is new. And I'm going to discuss that with you all today. But I want to show you all a video from me and my daughter today of us going over her numbers in English, Spanish, as well as her saying all the letters in the alphabet. So let me just show you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, Y, A, P, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Yes! Come on, let's sing. One is, 2 is, 2 is, 3 is, 4 is, 4 is, 5 is, 5 is. Okay, Mom. Okay. What's 5? 5 is single. 6 is. 6 is. 7 is. 7 is. 7 is. 8 is. 8 is. 9 is. 9 is. 10 is. 10 is. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, Poo Poo. So I just want to show you all that. So every day we go over her numbers in Spanish, because I don't want her to forget that. I didn't even know in the beginning she was saying her numbers in Spanish, and then I started listening and I'm like, she said her numbers in Spanish. So I'm like, okay, definitely don't want her to forget that. So every day we'll go over that, maybe once or more than once a day. We'll say her numbers every day, and we'll say her letters every day. And I also try to read to her every day as well, at least 1 or 2 books. Sometimes we get to it depending on how busy I am working from home. But these are some of her favorite books. She loves The Lion King, the movie, so of course I bought her the book. She loves The 3 Little Pigs. She loves The 5 Little Monkeys. She loves this book, Why Did You Make Me? This book is awesome. She loves this book as well. It's kind of like a self-love book. So it's very cute. Try to motivate kids, especially African-American children, to love their hair, to love their facial features. So I love that book. And then this was one of her favorite books a while ago. She really don't ask for me to read this to her as much, but this is a self-love book about your hair. And this book, she used to have me read it a lot, and it's very funny because the little girl in this book, she actually has the same name as me. And when we get to this page, for some reason, she will always be like, "There you go, mommy. There's mommy." I'd be like, that is not me. But she used to love this book as well. I'll put the names of these books as well as the authors in the description below in case you want to check them out for your child as well. Also, I printed out some activities from Pinterest, tracing activities. This is my daughter's name, Araya. So I did learn she's not quite ready for this activity yet. But we are working on these type of tracing activities. So this can actually, as well as this. So she's not ready to match this up just yet. However, I do have her to count the dots in each box. So I try to get her to do that. I did learn that, of course, you do this, you're gonna be printing out paper every day when your child write on it. So what I did, I have an old notebook that I didn't use from college, that I didn't use all the pages, and I will literally do these tracing activities myself on paper. I'll trace out in lines a circle, a triangle, a square, and I'll do lines as well. And these type of activities will help your child learn to write. So eventually, once she get that down, she will be able to start tracing her name for this activity. And since I do the tracing activities in shapes, it helps her learn her shapes as well. She's very good at doing the circles. That's the only thing she got down packed. So she can do the lines a little bit. So that's a work in progress. Next, I have her go over colors with her Legos. So this is something I just started doing too. So of course these are her toys, so she'll be interested in learning the colors of these because this is something that's personal to her. And some of these colors she do know, some of them she don't. So we'll go over her colors using her Legos. So that's something that we use. And also, this actually, I got this idea from her teachers. Get your child socks, unravel them if you put them in a ball like I do. Put them on a table, mix them up, and get your child to match up the socks. So we did that activity as well. Your child may need a little guidance just to start it off like my child did, but once I started off for her, she kind of started getting it pretty quickly. So that's one thing we do. Also, around Easter, which was last week, my daughter started getting very bored. She's starting to not like being at home as much. One, she misses her friends from school. She likes getting out of the house. I try to take her outside to play a little bit, but it's not quite summer or spring feeling here in Chicago just yet. So unfortunately, we can't stay outside too long. But I do take her out a little bit to get some air, but unfortunately, that still isn't enough. So I do notice with her school, they do like weekly, maybe daily, like painting or art activities. So for Easter, we did a Easter egg activity, and that's the picture here. And she did that. I bought her some paint from Walmart. So I bought this from Walmart, and it's 10 colors in here. It's a lot of paint in here. And I'm like, let me just go get her some supplies, some art supplies, and stick them in there. And this is washable kids paint. So if it's getting your child clothes, you can't get it out. And if they get it on something else, she'll be able to get it out. So I'm like, let me go to the store, go get her some supplies so she can have a little more fun. And I bought that. And I bought this roll. This is actually a roll for her to color. And it is sticky. So you can put this on your wall or floor, wherever you want, and they can free color. However, this isn't that good to stick. Also, you can rip this off right here. So you don't have to use a whole sheet, like more than one. You can use one if you like and rip it, and then it can just sit on the table and color that one sheet. My plan was to put this on my daughter's wall in her room, and she can go in there and color, try to keep her occupied while I work. However, this doesn't stick very well, so unfortunately you will need some tape. It doesn't stick on my walls very well. Maybe it'll stick on yours better. Also, but the bad thing about this, you do have to watch your child because they may color on the wall. So keep that in mind. So that was some things. I bought her some color pencils. She already had crayons. And I bought this construction paper, which is actually the paper that she used for her Easter egg activity. And it's different colors of construction paper. All this stuff was very cheap. Very, very cheap. I probably spent less than $20 on that. And also I have her regular coloring book. She already had this already. And she's already colored in this book already a little bit. But she has a lot of pages still. So I had to get something because my daughter, she's an only child. She always wants me and my husband to play with her. She gets bored very easily. So trying to think of things to try to keep her occupied while I work during the day. But lastly, I wanted to show you all this board. Got this idea from Pinterest. I'll put the link to these cutouts in the description below as well. So this month we're working on the letter A. We're also working on the letter B as well. So I have to add that on here. Each month I'll try to change this up, whatever the holiday is for the month. So this month it was Easter. So that's why I got the little bunny. I printed this. I found this online myself, and I actually did this myself. Because the printout does not come with these letters or anything like this. This was my own idea here. So each day I'm going to try to go over this board with my daughter. So I'll ask her, I'll let her stand outside for a few minutes and ask her, is it cold? Is it hot? Is it warm? Is it cool? So she can try to learn that. And today has been partly cloudy. So I went over that with her. These bunnies, they do come with some cutouts for clothes. So whatever the weather is outside, you can stick some clothes on these bunnies if you like. I'm probably not going to do that because it's just going to be too much to do every day because I have to cut this out. Eventually I'll cut all these clothes out and then maybe we will. But every day I ask my daughter what today is. So I'll tell her first thing. I'll be like, today is Wednesday. And I'll keep telling her, then I'll ask her myself, what is today? What day is it? And then that'll help her remember throughout the day. So that helps. Also, there are, like I say, cutouts for the weather for the day, which is like sunny, cloudy, rainy. There are cutouts for the months. There are cutouts for the years as well, the days of the week. Like I did cut some of this stuff out already, but I have to finish, as well as the seasons. You'll see in the picture on Pinterest, the seasons isn't mentioned. So that's where I type this up myself on my computer and just put spring here so my daughter can learn the springs as well. The month. There is some cutouts for the days as well, the numbers that you can stick on here. It's up to you. But you will stick it on each day. You can give it to your child, have them stick it on here or stick it on a calendar so they can get familiar of the days of the month. So I thought this was pretty cool. So this will definitely help reinforce this information to my daughter. She loved the bunny. They do come in different ethnicities. So of course we are African American, so I printed out the African American bunnies. I thought that was pretty cool because usually there's never African American pictures with things like this. So thankfully the creator thought of us. So that was pretty cool. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, here's the numbers for the days for the month. And that's pretty much it, guys. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. I don't want to bombard my daughter with too much information because she will forget it, unless, remember, she is 2 going on 3. So this is all we're going to concentrate on for right now. And I think that will help her be on the right track for when she do go back to school. Since you do know her numbers in Spanish, we probably will move to her learning her days of the week in Spanish. That's something I do want to get her to start learning as well. But that's pretty much it. So the board, reading books to my daughter, and getting her to do the tracing activities, and for her to repeat her numbers every day in English and Spanish, as well as her alphabet. And just letting her do some fun coloring, painting, whatever that may be. And you could do the matching with the socks if you wish. But like I said, that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to concentrate on for right now. And I hope you guys are surviving quarantine with your children. And I hope I could help a little bit with this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll have some videos right here for you guys to click on to watch other content of mine. And I'll see you guys next week.